Hello, I am working on today a Technics 615. We have no tape movement, and at this point we're going to take it apart and see what we can find that is wrong. Removing the bottom cover. There's two screws on this top cover that has to be loosened, one removed, so you can slide around the mechanism that holds that on and remove the belt. There is sometimes a lot more work that goes on in repairing these. This one here, I don't think it's going to take a lot of repair. It's going to need some cleaning. Items needed in this repair is going to be contact cleaner, oil, belts, and possibly a clutch. Also, I would recommend that you can lift this out and clean it, your cap stand. I won't bore you with the cleaning of this mechanism. Basically, what I'm going to do is just get the unit running, and then because this unit does require a lot of maintenance. There's a little washer that goes on there. Make sure you don't mess that up. But you can see just what come off of that is a lot of dirt. And that little felt washer helps keep, well, if you don't lose it down in the machine. Finally. Okay, and then you can slide that. Once you get that cleaned, you can put that back down into the unit. What I like to do is I like to use a light machine oil. I get this, it's basically 3-in-1, and I put a little drop on top of that spindle to help lubricate that bearing that's in that connector. And then once you do that, you can put your belt back on. Make sure it's not crossed, because it is easy to get them crossed. Try this again. There we go. Now, once you get that back in there and tight, rotate your belt a few times to make sure it's not crossed and it's on the pulley good. Um, then you need to get you some Q-tips. I use denatured alcohol sometimes, or I use regular rubbing alcohol. It really doesn't matter. It's just according to what you've got. Make sure you don't have no dust or dirt down in around the mechanism. Get all that off. You can see what comes out of it. And then I like to take a little 3-in-1. And what you want to do, you want to oil anything that moves. Just a drop is all it takes. Especially down in around these gears, slides. There's quite a few of them. Sometimes these will be locked up. I have had them that the buttons wouldn't push, and a lot of times you can oil it and keep working the mechanism and they will break free. But the main thing is to make sure that you get enough oil down in there around that mechanism, especially right here. That little spot right there is bad to cause lockups. And then you want to put a drop or two in all these, because them slides back and forth. You want to oil the tray. Anything that moves on that mechanism. Make sure you don't miss none of it. Because over the last 30 or 40 years, these things will dry out. I've had a lot of issues with them sticking. And then put you a little contact cleaner in this switch. That's what turns your motor on. Now we can turn this unit over. Now there's two belts. One that drives the mechanism, and then there's one that drives the counter. I have found out that the best thing to do is just replace them. I just cut them off. I don't and I'll show you a little trick. Okay. What you want to do is take your belt and run it through a piece of wire. Twist these ends together. Okay, there's a hole right here where that wire comes through. And what you want to do is you want to run it through that hole, and there's a you can run it up for your fast forward and take up reel is, and you can run this wire right up through that hole. Just like that right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then this will come out over that pulley. And then you put this one down over that pulley. And then when you pull this wire out, then you take a little small screwdriver and you can wrap it right around that pulley where that runs, and it's simple as that right there. And then you take your other one, comes over top this pulley. You may not be able to see it because I don't have a stand right now, but it goes over that top pulley and then under and through the two little ones. There's two little small pulleys, and you wrap that around that one and around them other two. You can actually look at it how it goes before you take off the other belt, and you'll know how that goes. But it's basically done like that, and it comes around in here to this fast forward reel. Okay, after you do that, what you want to do, there's a switch. This is your record playback switch. You want to clean that. What I use is just contact cleaner. Mine, I don't buy the expensive stuff. This works great. I've never had no issues. And you want to spray that in that switch. I like to do it at least twice. And then back here you can work it and clean that switch, because that will cause all kinds of issues. Once you do that, and clean it. Now, once that's all done, you want to get you a I bought this off of eBay. It's a realistic head demagnetizer. Okay, and you want to take Q-tips and alcohol, and you want to clean anything that the tape runs against. The heads, the capstan again, the pinch roller, all them units need to be cleaned. And you can see how dirty that is. These units are stored most of the time in a garage after they quit, or in a basement, and they never was took care of. And by the way, if you find one of these and you want it, if it's got rust in it, don't mess with it, because you ain't gonna have nothing but headaches when you do. Okay, now on that little wheel, I like to get it spinning, and you'll see what'll come off of it. That is dirt from where the tape has run over them for years. And people never do clean these things. They just let it now some of these you might have to change the idler pulley. Look at there how dirty. But now a lot of times if it's got pretty good torque on that fast forward take up reel, you won't have to change them. But now I have come to some cases that I've had to replace that wheel. and you can see just how nasty that is. But you want to clean that whole mechanism in here until you don't get no much dirt off of that head and off them pinch rollers, because if them things is nasty, it will eat tapes. And you can see just how nasty that was. But I like to give them a good cleaning. Clean the heads, the capstan, the pinch roller. Until you don't get much dirt off that head. It may take 3 or 4 times of cleaning it to actually get it clean enough till you can use it. But just take your time. And I found those cheap dollar store Q-tips. They're like $1 for 500, maybe 300, and they work real good. And you know, you don't need to spend a lot to clean these things. I get the belts, my belts, from eBay. I've had good luck with them. I get a pack that's got a sortie because I find out over time that I use most of them anyway. And but you just got to keep cleaning that road. You don't get no more dirt off of it, and that one's pretty bad. I use 91% alcohol because it dries faster and it don't take a chance on rusting anything. Now, see, I've almost got it clean. And after you do that, you want to demagnetize your heads, because these things have been run a lot and they will I'm getting good audio response out of the meters. Just run it back and forth over your heads and just slowly pull away. I wish I could play you some music on this unit, but I can't, and I thank you for watching. This is basically just basic maintenance on repairing a 615 Technics. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.